And welcome to another episode of the Rubber Radio Podcast. I'm hanging out with Matt and Mark here, and no Long today. He's watching porn and taking the night off, I'm assuming.
Uh-oh. He's saying let him in. He's here now.
Oh, shit. Oh, no. I guess we have to let him into the show after we're talking shit about him.
Yeah, that's why I showed up.
Dang.
We're literally 20 seconds. We're literally 20 seconds in the show.
I heard every damn thing you said about me.
We're like, what did I say?
You said that I was the greatest third host of the show.
I said you were
He's
watching. Right. You were having a porn watching night. That's honestly what I said.
I can do both.
Yeah,
yeah, he can.
You
can multitask.
I have 2 monitors.
Dang. Split screen.
I mean, what do you think whenever you see me look at my phone? What do you think I'm doing?
But there were notes this whole time. Notes on the show.
Yeah, man.
No.
But welcome to the show, Long. Fashionably late by 20 seconds.
Fashionably.
But, how are you, fellas?
It's the Vietnamese way. We're always fashionably late.
Yeah. How are you guys? Doing good?
Yeah. Not bad. Busy day today at work, So.
Yeah. Yeah, had a long day too. Started fall baseball, and I'll embarrass myself a little bit on the podcast. I fell at work today, which is not something when you're almost 50 you want to do.
So were you climbing something, or did
no?
You,
a piece of this may sound ridiculous, but I was pulling the dock plate up for a truck, and I literally a piece of my shoe got caught in the dock plate.
Oh yikes!
And I went to pull my foot back, and I just fell backwards onto my hip and my already sore elbow. Damn. And I didn't feel. I mean, I didn't fall super far, but enough that it hurt. And I'm feeling it now later in the day than I did so much earlier. I'm like, I'm gonna probably be a little sore in the morning. But yeah, man, so that kind of sucked. Other than a bruised ego at the moment, I might have a bruised hip in the morning, and I'm gonna have a bone to pick with Jackie if she comes on the show next week as planned. She's very funny.
I tried to steal her little joke from her, but I used voice to text, and when she realized I was not going to give her credit for saying that, she's like, "No, you tell him I said that." And I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, because she knows I won't really get mad at her.
No.
And, she's very funny.
Yes,
but it's all right. I mean, yeah.
Okay, you will rebuild.
That's right, man. Stronger than ever, like a fucking Terminator. That's not the first time. It's been on some years, but I mean, I've fallen at work before. Shit.
Like that GIF I sent.
Yeah. You're a funny motherfucker too.
Life alert.
But I mean, I expect that from my bros, man. But then fucking the bro and wife sends one. I'm like, come on, Jackie, taking a shot.
Yeah. I was like, when he sent, I was like, oh shit, Mark fell at work. He's like, does he need a walker? I'm like, oh God, really?
Yeah.
I'll bring him one.
Fair enough. And all right, but other than that, I think there's between that and a long day, it's taken out of me. But we're gonna power through this podcast, and we're gonna bring all your listening ears the best possible content we can, I guess. And but yeah, man, I was before we got on, I was reading Daredevil's renewed for a 3rd season, even when season 2 is not even out yet. So that was pretty cool. I still need to watch Born Again season 1. I still have not watched it, man. I think I'm just like, I want to because I enjoyed the Netflix show, but I think I'm just so burnt out, man, with all this Marvel stuff, and but I think I'm ready to maybe dive back into it. Now that I know we're getting a couple of seasons out of it, it's not just a one and done thing. So,
yeah, I enjoyed it. I do feel like it took a little bit to get into it, but there's some courtroom stuff that was entertaining.
Yeah.
So it felt like
I
it
think
made
maybe-
up for it in other ways.
Maybe once Alien Earth is done, I'll get into that and still try to finish the first season of Peacemaker. Get caught up on some of the stuff that I just kind of put to the side, and see how it goes. There were a ton of rumors today on the internet that the Mandalorian Grogu trailer was dropping. I find really interesting. It just seems odd to just drop it in the middle of September when nothing's going on. I thought for sure we wouldn't get the Mandalorian trailer until in front of Avatar, possibly, or maybe in front of Tron, some Disney-related movie.
Yeah.
But maybe by the time this episode comes out, the Mandalorian trailer will have actually hit. Who knows?
I mean, that'd be cool. It's better than that fake one they tried to pass off as the Mandalorian trailer.
Only the fuck twats like you that bought into it.
I looked at the comments. So what I do now is I look at the comments and everyone's like, this was shown like last year or something like that, or it was shown like 2 years ago. And so I try to not be so quick on the draw whenever I see something like that. Try.
Yeah. I mean, it is the internet. There's lots of fake shit. Like the guy in Panama right now with the apparent alien in a safe thing. And have you seen that? It's crazy. He's like going around, so he's got an alien in a safe, and he's doing all these viral videos, and it's like this fungus looking thing. It's pretty wild. I mean, it's obviously a hoax, but it's interesting that people are like watching this and seeing what's going on. And don't be so gullible on the internet, people.
Just a little gullible.
Just a little bit. And trying to see if there's any other news. I feel unprepared. I mean, Vin Diesel thinks he's going to make another Riddick movie, apparently, and we just did a Vin Diesel movie last week. It's like, give it a rest, dude.
A Riddick movie.
Yeah.
I mean, the last one,
it was all right.
It was all right.
I mean, let's be honest. Only Pitch Black was any good. The other two were okay.
They were just vanity projects in my eyes.
Yeah. I mean, Pitch Black's a legitimately good low-budget science fiction movie. And then after that, they were just kind of like you said, long kind of vanity project. I mean, I don't hate Chronicles of Riddick or Riddick. Both of them were okay, but they're not Pitch Black. Pitch Black had like a certain, just that indie charm to it. It was just told a cool story and it was a fun. I don't know if fun's the right word, but it's just a cool sci-fi flick.
Good sci-fi horror. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Other than that, man, I don't see much else going on. Slow news week, I guess.
Robert Redford passed away.
Well, yeah, no, I hadn't forgotten about that. I just was looking at like main news first. But yeah, man, the legendary Robert Redford has passed away at age 89. Man, I'm trying to think. I think Winter Soldier might be the only movie we've ever done with him in it. Not exactly an actor that crosses our genre a lot, but still well respected. I mean, I've seen The Natural, which is a pretty good baseball movie, and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, which I think is an okay way. I know it's a classic. I don't like it as much as some other westerns, but it's a good film.
I've never seen The Sting.
I've never seen The Sting either. I've heard it's won Best Picture, so I'm assuming it's good.
I heard The Rookie is really good.
Mm-hmm. I remember Spy Game with Brad Pitt. That was excellent. Really, really good movie. Sneakers. I remember that. So I've seen a few of those things he's in. But, obviously a Hollywood icon, started the Sundance Film Festival, which is still going to this day and still a very prestigious film festival.
For indie films. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of movies got their starts there.
Kevin Smith.
Yep. And but 89 years old, man, quite a legacy he left, and it's hard to.
Blair Witch Project came from that too.
I'm sure it probably did.
Yeah.
Because that was around the time where Sundance used to be, very independent films, and it started opening up to more genre stuff. It's kind of like Cannes does now. Cannes used to only be like art house films and stuff, and now you have like Mission Impossible. He's like that premiering at Cannes. So they've opened themselves up to the world more. Isn't Sundance is like in a small town too? Like I believe up in Colorado or somewhere, or Montana or some shit. I don't know. It's like it's always like in a snowy mountain town. That's pretty wild. But yeah, man. I guess he appeared 2 appearances in MCU. He was in Winter Soldier, then he appeared in Endgame, right? Yeah, very briefly. Yeah, very briefly in Endgame towards the end of the movie, but he's in it. And he did it because his grandchildren wanted him to take the role. That's pretty cool. He almost said no. His grandson found out he had a script for a Marvel film. His grandson talked him into doing it. I think that's pretty cool.
Plus he was humble enough to want to learn what they're doing nowadays, and in the big movie system, like what modern techniques they're doing. So he was also curious about that too.
Yeah, and I read he became a fan. I read he went back and watched several Marvel films. He wanted to know what was going on, the lore of it and stuff.
Yeah,
and so he did his research. I think that's.
Did he?
Cool.
He became a fan, huh? Interesting.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty cool.
Well, as long as he didn't see the post Endgame stuff. That was a nice little surprise when he had a little cameo again in Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, and just a legendary actor, man. I mean, one of the greats. They don't, we're getting to that point where we get some of these actors as they leave our world. You can almost say they don't make them like that anymore. What are movie stars anymore? We still have Tom Hanks and Tom Cruise and Julia Roberts, and I'm trying to think of some other women, but the movie star is going away. Now it's like who's the hot actress next.
It's more like who's the hot influencer.
Yeah. The movie stars are
it's more accurate.
Thing. I mean,
people don't watch television either,
right? I mean, really, of the young stars that are out there, who's a movie star? I mean, there's people that you can say have potential, like Austin Butler. They have potential, but are they truly movie stars? So it's just the way the world's changing, or the way Hollywood's changing. Because I mean, hell, we're recording this on Thursday night. Superman hits HBO Max tomorrow. I mean, less than 2 months after it's in theaters. I mean, that's just how fast everything's the hot take right now.
Yeah.
And it's just.
Well, Robert Pattinson's a really good one. Let's see.
Margot Robbie.
Yeah, Margot Robbie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tim Chalamet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
Tim Chalamet.
on his way. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. They kind of cater to that. Oh, we don't have any YouTube channels because we are in our own lane, They're still kind of keeping that separate in a way. I didn't realize how movie stars, through the decades, when television came about, it's like, no, movie stars stay in the movie lanes, and, television stars stay in their lane.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of a big deal when Tom Selleck was trying to get into movies, from his Magnum PI stuff. Pierce Brosnan was a TV star. Then he became famous.
Yeah.
Through Bond, So.
I mean, so was
Remington
not just
Steele.
him. Timothy Dalton too.
Mm-hmm.
Another Bond was more of a TV star overseas.
Yeah.
I mean, Bruce Willis.
Yeah. Now, are there any like passed away golden age stars that people still talk about nowadays?
I mean, I think Marlon Brando still gets talked about.
No, he's I don't know if he's golden age. I'm talking about like
Humphrey Bogart.
Humphrey Bogart might be, James Cagney. People still talk about James Cagney.
Henry Fonda.
Yeah, Henry Fonda. Yeah.
Easy Rider. Yeah.
Jimmy Stewart.
So
Jimmy Stewart.
Stewart's one of the best.
John Wayne still, even though he's passed away for 40 years. Yeah, then I think Silver Age is more like Marlon Brando, and because he came up in the 50s.
Yeah.
James Dean only did 3 films, but people still kind of talk about him.
Legendary, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, then you have people that cross multiple Silver Age and Modern Age, like Clint Eastwood. You know.
Yeah. I've always liked Burt Lancaster. I've never seen a bad movie from him.
Yeah, Burt was great.
Burt Lancaster.
Burt Lancaster.
Run Silent, Run Deep. That's one of my favorite.
What's his name?
Favorite
Peter O'Toole.
Peter O'Toole, yeah.
Yeah.
Richard Harris and Peter O'Toole had very
Harris.
big reputations. They always got into fights at bars.
That's
and
awesome.
Lost. They lost.
And lost.
Oh, yeah, Richard Harris is the first to say that. Yes, I got into a lot of fights, but I lost all of them.
I lost every one.
I lost everyone.
Yeah.
I'm
an actor. What y'all expect? Yeah.
Yeah. And to be fair, a modern movie, I shouldn't just say Tom Cruise and Tom Hanks, but we also have, our action stars, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, those guys are movie stars.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
still around.
Yeah.
They're true movie stars.
Speaking of which, I heard Bruce Willis's dementia is really severe now, from what I've heard.
Yeah. His daughter gave an update not that long ago. And he's can't speak, doesn't really know who anyone is. It's very sad. I think we talked a little bit about it when we did Die Hard a couple weeks ago, but yeah, man, it's sad to be one of the biggest stars in the world and not even know who you are. I mean, it's just unfair, really. Yeah. And hopefully, somewhere deep in his soul, he knows what people know him for, and remembers that. So it's man, that's a tough one. But yeah, but the age of the movie star, man, it's just different now. And like I said, I see some potential in some young stars, and the ones we mentioned, and who knows. But I think in the streaming era, in the post-COVID world, I just don't think that we're ever going to have like we used to. I'm not a big fan of movies coming out. I like movies coming out streaming quickly, but also I still enjoy the theatrical experience.
Yeah.
And,
nothing beats the theater.
Yeah. It's all about, the whole quarterly thing that they have to max out profits now. It's just, yeah. Yeah,
and if the movie makes all it can in 6 weeks, and you can have the opportunity to make, and since Blu-ray sales are gone, no one's buying movies anymore. They're buying them digitally.
Yeah.
Why not put them out on the digital platforms 8 weeks after they come out, then 10 weeks after put them streaming? If it's giving you streaming revenue and money, do it. If you're from a business standpoint from the studio, it's the right way to do it. And I'm excited. I probably will rewatch Superman this weekend, I'm sure. I wanted to. I thought about buying it a couple times on Fandango, and I hadn't yet. So I don't really want to pay $20, and I'll probably end up watching it this weekend.
I pre-ordered the 4K disc.
Nice.
Yeah.
Worth it to have.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't bought it. I think the last Blu-ray I bought was, Indiana Jones or Top Gun Maverick, one of those two. And I was thinking about buying Superman to see. Because one thing I do notice, like when you buy the 4K copies off of Fandango and stuff, they don't seem quite as sharp as playing it off your disc. So we'll see.
Not all the time.
But I don't even have a 4K player though, so either way, I have to use a digital copy. So it doesn't matter to me. But all right, well, cool, man. What'd you guys watch this week, man? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I really only watched the newest episode of Alien Earth, and I am caught up on the new season of My Dress Up Darling. I think there's only one episode left of that as well. And hopefully Matt got caught up on Alien Earth.
Did episode 7 come out today?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch
it. Tuesday.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought the episodes were coming out Thursdays. I guess I forgot.
Wah, wah.
So,
what are you on now?
6. I finished 6.
Oh, okay.
So
6 is set up. 7 is definitely ramps it up.
Well, yeah, because the last scene, they get into the air vent and dodge the mosquito, and that's it, really. Oh, and then what that scientist that got fired, it's
Yeah.
like comes across everything, so it's like something big's coming. It's the goat that stares at you.
I think it's creepy as shit, man.
They should make a horror movie, and like just random shit happens, and then the goat's just there, just staring at you.
I mean, I'm telling you, if this show doesn't at some point have the goat fight a xenomorph, I'm going to be disappointed.
Yes, I want to see the goat do something.
Yeah, they keep showing it, and it's like you're waiting for something to fucking happen. Man, I'm going to give a small spoiler to episode 7. And sorry, but because I want to get this off my chest, which, that's a pun. I never thought in an Alien franchise I would see a chest bursting scene on a sunny beach. That was definitely just felt very like those moments that don't feel like they should be taking place there, and then it's happening. You're like, well, this is happening. It's like, but it's fucking cool, But episode 7 definitely amps it up, and it's getting ready for the finale of the first season. And apparently Noah Wiley teased news regarding season 2 coming this week. So I guess I'll take that as good news, because if he teased it, I mean, season 2 must be happening. That Disney and Fox decided, hey, let's make more. So
yeah.
I did. No, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I didn't watch anything, but I read a lot of things. I recently got a cheap tablet to read, and I subscribed to DC Universe and Marvel Unlimited to catch up on some comics that I missed out on. And but I don't know. I'm kind of like you, Mark. I mean, I do love Marvel for all that stuff, but I tend to gravitate more towards DC in certain respects, because I don't know what it is about the DC stories that keep have me keep returning to them. I was like, but I read Absolute Wonder Woman, and I feel like it's a very, very good interpretation of the character. Uh, she's sporting a great sword, like freaking Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. She's a witch. She was raised in hell. She's wearing freaking Ares's helmet. But at the same time, she still holds on to her core principles, being a hero and all that stuff. And she's a witch in this one too. But no, it's Absolute Wonder Woman is so good. If you're not familiar with Wonder Woman and you kind of want to be like, hey, what's I kind of want to check out the character. It's a good gateway title to start off with. Even though it's set in the alternate universe. Absolute Batman is also batshit crazy.
Oh yeah.
Because
that's one where he's like broke, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not rich at all. His mom is still alive, but his dad was the one that triggers him to becoming Batman. And there's this one scene where he's trying to escape the police, and he comes out with a huge dump truck converted into a Batmobile. And this is not like a regular dump truck either. It's like one of those dump trucks you find in the mines, where the tires are the size of a one-story building, and he's like going down Gotham and stuff like that. Alfred is an assassin of some sort.
Wow.
Yeah, and then like he grew up with a circle of friends, the Crime Alley gang. They're not really a gang, but yeah, these are like his best friends growing up. His childhood friends, or his circle of friends, is like Selena Kyle, Edward Nygma, all your
Ah.
famous rogues galleries before they became villains, so they're all kind of normal, uh, and but no, it's pretty good title. Um, did I read anything on the Marvel side? No, I didn't read much anything on the Marvel side. I right now I'm just working through Absolute Batman, and I'm caught up with Wonder Woman, and then I'm starting to going to jump into the Dark Metal saga, that came out like 5 years ago, and yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Nice.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's a great way to catch up on comics for like $12-13 in a month. I canceled my I canceled my
not bad.
Netflix subscription. Yeah,
Because if you go to the comic store and you buy 3 or 4 books, you're spending $12.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're seeing like titles going all the way back to the Golden Age too. Like, hey, Action Comics #1 in digital form, cool. So yeah, pretty big backlog to go through. So
It'll take you a while to catch up.
yeah. But that's it for me.
I've been playing more Helldivers. I've gotten way better.
Yeah.
I've worked my way up to a level 16 sergeant. So been doing good. The automatons, is that the
robots?
The robots? Yeah. The planet that we're currently liberating is like I was trying to see if I could be the team to finish liberating it, but it's at 99.99 something. And I was like, had to put the kids in bed and then, had to record. So hopefully it still needs a little bit done tomorrow. But
yeah, you feel like it's a good decompressing type of game.
Yeah, and it goes
down from
it goes by so fast. Like I didn't realize I had played for like 2 hours this morning.
Oh wow.
I looked at the clock. I got back from putting the kids on the bus. It was a little after 8. And then I look at the clock and it's like 10:29. And I'm like, oh God, I've been playing for over 2 hours. But I got a lot done, and the guys I was playing with, they were very vocal, and they were always like, for democracy.
Oh yeah.
And over their mics, and I was like, these guys are hilarious. So it was tough to like hop off because I was having a lot of fun with them. But
yeah, you're in the honeymoon phase of the Xbox players discovering the game, because freaking Halo was the game to fill that void. But yeah, I think Helldivers kind of fills that void a little bit, even though it's just PvE. So.
Yeah. Halo and Destiny 2, but Helldivers is much more fun to me. And then I finished Breaking Bad finally. Wow, what a series!
Yeah, I seen Breaking Bad from the first 3 episodes. Didn't watch anything in the middle, and then I caught the last episode.
Oh, dang.
That was my viewing experience. Yeah, it's like, why not? I'll watch the final episode all the way, from beginning to end when it aired. It's like, oh, cool, so.
You missed a lot.
I bet.
Yeah, especially like, if you're going to do that, you should have started with like the third to last episode, because Ozymandias is one of the absolute best hours of television you'll ever watch.
Yes.
It's considered one of the greatest television episodes ever made. I mean, and that's entitled the episode Ozymandias. And just an absolutely incredible episode of television. And it's like the penultimate episode before the last 2, I believe, if I remember correctly. And might have my order off a little bit, but it's right towards the end. And
based off the
I mean, it's my favorite TV show I've ever seen. I mean, I love Breaking Bad. I think it's great from beginning to end. maybe a little bit of drag in like the third season because of the writer's strike at the time. Because that was not the writer's strike from a couple of years ago. That was the 2010-11 writer's strike, whatever it was.
Wow.
So that caused a little drag in that third season. But other than that, man, it's I think just a perfect 60 episodes of television for the most part, with a very extremely satisfying ending. You walked away and you're just like, how else do you end that show? I mean, it's almost a perfect ending.
Yeah. Just like
And
the
now-
mariachis sang in season 2, he knew he would die.
And now
Yeah.
you've got to watch El Camino.
I am almost done watching El Camino, actually.
The only weird part about El Camino is that the guy, Jesse Plemons, is fat in it for some reason because he had gained weight for whatever reason. And it's like, it doesn't match up with his character in Breaking Bad. It's the same character, but the timeline makes it look really odd because he's chunky.
Todd,
Todd,
the redhead. Yeah,
that's right. And it's just like, and it really throws you off because you're like, this is supposed to take place at the same time as the last 6 or 7 episodes of the show, and all of a sudden Todd is about 50 pounds heavier. It's like, it's really weird.
For real, like he ate, like someone left him alone and he ran over to McDonald's and ate like 50 Big Macs, and just came back. His face is like swollen.
Yeah, it's
He
bizarre.
looks like a fat Matt Damon.
Yeah, that's what he looks like.
Yeah.
And Jesse Plemons he's a great young actor, but I don't know what was going through in his life at that time, and just
I think it was filming. He was busy. I know that for sure.
Yeah, he's always worked pretty consistently. And,
by the way, if there was like a set in the Star Wars universe, and it was like Gungans starring in the show, it would be called Breaking Bombad.
Wow. Breaking Bombad.
Yeah.
All right.
Breaking Bombad.
Thanks, Long, for that terrible joke.
I'm very proud of that, by the way.
I bet you are.
Wow. Just wow.
All right. Let's get into today's featured film.
Yeah. Let's.
All right. Well, this is the first. So John Woo came over to America to make American films, and of course he filmed Hard Target for 20th Century Fox, and this was his other film on his contract was Broken Arrow, and it stars John Travolta and Christian Slater, who both campaigned with their agents to be in this film because they wanted to work with John Woo very badly, especially Slater. Slater was a huge fan, and he quit being part of Assassins with Antonio Banderas and Sylvester Stallone to make this movie instead. Not quit, but he backed out of the project.
Right.
And John Travolta didn't even care what the movie was about, what it cost. He wanted to be in it. And of course, he would go on to make Face Off with John Woo as well. And that's just how hot of a commodity John Woo was as a director in 1993-94 when this film was getting ready to be made, because he was extremely popular name in film. And people wanted to work with him. And, same thing would happen a couple of years later with Nicolas Cage. He campaigned to work with Nicolas Cage. Cage says he never auditioned for this, even though there were rumors at the time that Cage tried to be part of this movie as well. But we got Christian Slater and John Travolta in this film. And basically, John Travolta tries to steal nuclear weapons. That's what this movie's about. They're Air Force test pilots, and they do stealth tests at night carrying nuclear weapons, which actually in real life they don't really actually have nuclear weapons on the stealth planes, on the test planes. So that's a bit of fiction right there. They would never have actually had nuclear weapons during test flights on American soil. So it's a movie. You got to suspend your belief a little bit.
Right.
And Travolta's character decides that he's tired of the military fucking him over and everything else. So he's going to steal some nuclear weapons and sell it.
Should have been colonel by now.
Yeah,
Office
he should
politics,
be colonel.
damn it.
And
the world must pay.
And when they talk to him, they go, "Oh, that's really what this is about, money." He's like, "Well, yeah, so it's about money." And I love that aspect of it. I think this movie's so corny and fun and stupid, but that's what makes it work so well. Like a lot of great 90s action films.
Yeah.
And it's got great direction from John Woo. It does suffer from a studio cut because Woo's version was about a little over 2 hours, and they cut almost 30 minutes of film, and which is the studio did that because they felt they wanted a more tighter, quicker action movie.
Typical. I said typical.
Yeah, which is one of the things. So that's why Wu, after he left this film, but we'll get back on Broken Arrow in just a second. That's why we went to Paramount. He told Paramount, if I'm going to make Face Off for you, I want Final Cut. And they gave him Final Cut. And that's why Face Off is the closest of his American films that he's ever done to one of his Hong Kong films. And why it's his best American film on that also. But that doesn't mean Broken Arrow doesn't have some good stuff in it. It's got some classic John Woo action sequences in it. John Travolta's having a great time in this role. So is Howie Long, football star and broadcaster who's in this movie. And they liked him so much in the dailies that they didn't kill his character off early in the film. They kept him in it longer. And I think that's what makes Broken Arrow work the best, is that it's so ridiculous that everyone in it knows they're kind of in a ridiculous movie and they're all just having a really good time. This is peak John Travolta when he was making his comeback after Pulp Fiction, and just he could do no wrong at this time. Let's be honest, you could cast John Travolta in anything back in about this time period, and people were going to watch it. He's one of the greatest Hollywood comebacks of all time. We got Delroy Lindro in this movie. Always a pleasure to see him as a great character actor. And the term Broken Arrow is actually not an official term. Again, something they changed for the movie. They actually would have called a lost nuclear weapon a quiver in the
empty
or
quiver.
a arrow in the quiver or something like that.
Empty quiver is a lost nuclear weapon that is still active. Broken Arrow is a lost nuclear weapon that is inactive and can't be used. But Broken Arrow sounds cooler. Empty quiver, not really the same hit. So they had to call it, what was going to market better. Right.
And then we have Samantha Mathis as the park ranger, who's plays. I wouldn't say she's a damsel in distress. She has her part in this movie.
Yeah,
and
she holds her own a little bit.
Yeah, she does a good job, and she runs and she jumps and she gets explosions behind her, and she somehow tries to survive the whole film. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
And
almost played by Helen Hunt.
Yeah, it's interesting. Helen Hunt went on to make Twisters instead.
And Mathis was an old girlfriend of Slater's.
Yeah, they meet during Pump Up the Volume.
Yep, during Pump Up the Volume.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And that might have been a little awkward on set. Who knows? And the funny thing is, John Woo did not know that. He watched the casting reels from both actors, and he looked at a couple pictures of them and said, "Yeah, they go together." And he had no idea that they had dated before.
Funny thing is, like, John Travolta is always talking about time. We've got a schedule. We got to be on time. We're running late. And I was like, man, this movie, like, it's run, there's a lot of deadline dialogue in here and, time constraint. And then I realized that the same writer from Speed. And I was like, oh, it's like, okay, you're racing the clock, There's that factor. There's a countdown, there's that bit of it. And I see it. I see I see how the writers work is similar in both movies.
Right.
And I didn't know Hans Zimmer for the score.
Mm-hmm.
And part of the score apparently was used in Scream 2. Had no idea. It's probably in that fake Scream movie that's in the beginning of the film that's called Stab. It's probably used during that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not an uncommon thing for pieces of scores to be used in other movies. Well, Long, you have seen this, right?
No, I haven't.
Never seen Broken Arrow, huh?
No. I like it.
I
good.
Like it. What's funny is I bought it and I never finished watching it. I watched like half of it, and then I think I watched the other half like later on and just didn't really absorb it. And so this was like the first time that I kind of watched it all the way through. So it's kind of new for me. It does feel 90s, but in a good way. It delivers what it says it's going to deliver. It's going to give you, suspense, action, and the countdown. They show the countdown fast. There's little twists. Oh, actually, you didn't disarm the bomb. You armed it. And Christian Slater's like, oh no, you bastard. I've got chills. They're multiplying.
And then,
yeah.
No, go ahead.
And then the boxing scene was kind of weird. Neither of them can really box. And then there's a guy that is trying to hit the speed bag, but he can't hit it. And so it's where you got a bunch of people that can't box in the film. Yeah, it's kind of cheesy to me.
There's a boxing metaphor throughout the film too.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, they're rope-a-dope," and then Christian Slater's giving a boxing lesson, even though he got his ass kicked. But his face is perfectly unharmed after this boxing match with Travolta, where he just completely rearranged his face. But Slater still has that pretty boy look about him.
Yeah, of course. I made me lose. I forgot what I was going to say.
You're going to say something about Travolta.
Oh yeah, he plays, his character's name is Deakins, and he hams it up on purpose. Wu told him to play it over the top, and he has a lot of fun in this movie. There's a infamous website that a lot of geeks went to for years called Ain't It Cool News, ran by Harry Knowles in Austin, Texas, and Harry Knowles claims he took the website title "Ain't It Cool" from this movie when Travolta's character Deacon says, "Yeah, ain't it cool?" Because they're going to blow up, the nuclear bomb underground to test it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Really, that's the amount of effort he put into naming that site.
That's according, yeah.
Yep.
Is that even?
I mean, if you've read enough stuff with Harry Knowles over the years and seen any of his, whatever, I'm not surprised. That's where he took the name. But I mean, it was a very popular website for years, and then
it's still up.
Yeah, it's still up. It's ran by someone else now because Harry was forced to sell his part of the company when he was part of the Me Too movement, which he actually was found not guilty in that. And but he still does film critics, and he still does film critiques and things in the Austin area and stuff like that. And my brother-in-law when he worked at Alamo Drafthouse, said that once or twice a week Harry would come there and watch a movie. Like he was just a regular, So he didn't bother anybody, just come in, watch his movie, and go home.
Yeah, his main contact is still on the website.
Yeah.
So people could still email him using the domain website.
Yeah, I'm sure he's probably part of it in some way still, But as far as the John Woo movie though goes, I mean, this definitely has some Woo moments. It has the slow motion scenes. It has the focus on the eyes. It has the idea of two men battling out, which is obviously always a common theme in his movies.
Yes.
One man thinks they're right, one man thinks they're wrong, and they both have their moral values. Very classic John Woo themes. I don't recall any scenes with doves in this movie or pigeons. I'm sure there is.
Yeah, there probably is. I can't remember either.
Yeah. And it's.
I think something that's funny as a cool twist that they didn't use a trope is whenever the park ranger lady is gonna try and knock out the scientist, and the scientist actually puts up a good fight, and he's like,
"Oh yeah,
no, you thought I was a nerd. I'm a Navy SEAL," and it's like, "Oh shit, I have to try."
Yeah, then he gets taken out with a hammer to the head.
Yep.
Yeah, that was cool. There's a Mexican standoff in this movie, another classic John Woo moment. So it's got all the Woo stuff you could want in it. And but again, studio cut it back. They wanted it tighter, quicker. I guess the stuff they cut was more character development at the beginning of the film. And so I guess you got to know Deakins a little bit better before he decides he's going to blow everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember that Howie Long, he kind of had a little a spree of
Made a few
film.
films.
Yeah, a few
Yeah, he
action
did
films.
Broken Arrow, and I think he did one was a forest firefighter.
Yeah, yeah. It was, which if you watch NFL Sunday on Fox, at least once a year that movie gets brought up and they make fun of him for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, not so much fun of him. They just, the guys tease him about it. And yeah, Firestorm or something like that. Yeah. But hey, Howie has a good time in this movie. You can tell Howie in this movie feels like a kid in a candy store. Like, man, I'm making an action film with John Travolta, Christian Slater, and John Woo's directing it, and I'm going to have fun. That's really how Howie comes across in this movie. It's just a big smiling, goofy kid.
Yeah, Broken Arrow, Firestorm, Dollar for the Dead, and then 3,000 Miles to Graceland.
Oh, he's in that?
Yeah.
Dude, that movie is so apeshit crazy, but so cool.
I've only seen the last 30 minutes of that film.
Oh, that's probably the coolest part where everything's just gunfire everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about a goofy, fucking ridiculous 90s film, 3,000 Miles of Graceland.
I guess this is like kind of technically the second time Kurt Russell had to do Elvis, even though it's not an Elvis.
That's Russell and Costner, right? Yeah.
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 Costner as a Elvis impersonator.
We got to do that movie one day.
That'll be a fun one.
Yeah, it's such
I think that's a cult
shit.
classic now, huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a cool film. I remember seeing that. It's kind of like up there. It's in the same vein as like Smoking Aces and those kind of films. Just ridiculously over the top, goofy action. And but it's a fun one. But yeah, man, I don't. Broken Arrow is not John Woo's best American film. It's probably not even in his top 5 films ever. But it's still a fun action film. It's a good watch. Lazy afternoon. Get good. I mean, I think pretty good performances from Slater and Deakins or John Travolta as they sell their characters, and some good action sequences and typical kind of 90s plot. Steal nuclear weapons, let's blow some shit up, make some money. And it's no face off. That's 90s fault. But it's better than Paycheck, which is probably one of Woo's worst American film. What a shit show that movie was.
I like it.
I haven't seen it.
Oh man, I know I watched Paycheck and I'm just like, it's not good. Like, it doesn't even feel like a John Woo film except for one scene towards the end of the movie. And that is definitely the movie that made him leave Hollywood, because the studio completely cut that film. And even Ben Affleck fought for that movie. He was pissed off too. He said, that seemed to be a trend, man. Tom Cruise hired John Woo to make Mission Impossible 2, and then Cruise was upset with Paramount cutting the film. He's like, well, why did we hire him to make a John Woo movie? We aren't even going to do it. And then it happened with Broken Arrow and Paycheck.
Racism.
And I think Wind Talkers, there is a director's cut of that, but I think from what I've read about Wind Talkers that was Woo's choice, that they wanted it cut to a certain length for the theatrical release, and it got the director's cut later on. So, but again, I was under Paramount. It seems like Paramount Pictures let him do at least 2 films in his style until they did Paycheck and said, nope, we're not letting you make your movies anymore. And now he's back in Hollywood. I thought Silent Night was a pretty good return. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I wish he would not have remade his own movie, The Killer, for Peacock. That wasn't that good. And we'll see what he does next. So, because he's not retired, even though he's up there in age. So
he wants to do more.
We'll see if he does anything else. I haven't heard anything lately. So we'll see if he does another American project before he retires. I know there was, for a long time, there was a script on, I don't know what it's called, but it was going to reunite him with Chow Yun-Fat. And I don't know if that's still in the cards or not. I think that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, what a way, man. Wouldn't that be a way to retire to your final film with the actor that, you had your most success with? Yeah. That would be pretty cool. So
Chow Yun-Fat's not exactly young either.
No. And
he could be like a police chief or something, Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what Chow Yun-Fat's doing nowadays. He's still acting regularly.
I think he ran into some trouble a few years ago, where I think the Chinese motion picture had their own Me Too movement going on. I think Chow Yun-Fat got mixed in with that somehow. So I think, but I could be wrong. It's just,
We'll have to look into it. But overall, man, I think it's a fun movie. Long, you can't really rank it because you've never seen it. But I mean, I think this is like a pretty solid B, man. It's a good B, fun B action movie.
Yeah, I would say B is very fair. I think, the acting's believable.
Travolta's great in it because he has so much fun.
And he wanted to play a villain, and he brought it. He did good.
Yep. And then he plays a villain again in Face Off.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I like it.
Now you have seen Face Off.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember a lot of crying in that film.
I love Face Off. I think it's the premier action film of the '90s. With that, along with Michael Bay's The Rock. I think those two. I know Terminator 2 is a great action movie, but my thing with Terminator 2 is I always consider it a science fiction movie more than I do an action movie. Yeah, so I separate them.
Not Dragonheart.
Dragonheart.
Add that to the list.
Is that the one where Dennis Quaid voices the dragon or whatever?
No, that's Sean Connery.
Or so, Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, all right. Well,
kick your ass.
Next week, if things go as planned, we are going after 460 episodes. Matt's wife has never appeared on an episode. And as of now, we're planning on having her next week. And things could change. We never know. We have kids involved in these situations, and you never know what could happen. And it might get canceled. But the plan is to cover. She wanted to do a Jim Carrey movie. And
getting tired of the sausage fest, anyways.
So we're gonna talk The Mask next week. Jim Carrey's comic book movie, and talk about it, and go into some fun with Jackie, and it should be good. I'm looking forward to it. She just better be ready. I know she will be. She'll be ready to. We're not letting her off easy. She better be ready. Okay.
She's gonna have fun with it.
So that's right now planned for next week on the show. But until then, the rebelradiopodcast.com for all your Rebel Radio needs as always, and all the app links that are there as well. We thank you for listening. This has been Mark.
This has been Matt.
This is Long.
Until next time, remember, as always, just go there and do it.